Thanks for tuning in to Zombie or Not, a show where we examine various villains in video games and decide if they're zombies or not. Today we're going to take a look at a Spanish-speaking menace, a bad case of crabs, and also a potential caveman zombie. Joining me is Alex Navarro, GameSpot editor and zombie purist. Alex, tell us what it means to be a zombie purist.
Well, at the Max Brooks Center for Zombology, where I did my undergraduate studies in zombie violence, zombie arts, and general zombology, we've determined that zombies as a whole are based on corpses being resurrected from death, coming back to life, and eating the living. There's a very clear-cut definition of what the zombie is, and it is this.
So death, in your opinion, is a key zombie ingredient?
Absolutely.
Whereas at the Joe Dodson school of zombieism, we feel that death is a limit, you know? Zombies can be a lot of things to a lot of different people. And so we're going to take a look at a few different types of enemies and see how they qualify according to our two different schools of thought. First up are the Ganados from Resident Evil 4. These Spanish villagers look and act like humans, but also zombies. Alex Navarro, are they zombies or not?
Not.
Tell us why.
It's very simple, really. The Granados simply do not behave the way zombies behave. They are not corpses that have been brought back to life to feed on the living. They are humans that have been infected by these aliens, that have sort of been taken over by this alien race. And the way they behave, they move, they use weapons, they speak to one another in a discernible dialect.
Very progressive.
Indeed, these are not the behaviors of a zombie. These are the behaviors of a creature that has been that has a parasite in it, that has is being hosted by another creature. It is not the same thing.
What about the red eyes?
That doesn't really apply. That's not really a criteria for zombieism.
What about the shambling?
Okay, yes, there is shambling, yes, but lots of people shamble. I saw a homeless guy about like an hour ago.
They're also hard to kill.
Yes, but I mean, you put a bulletproof vest on a human, they're hard to kill. You know, it's
Tell me about it. The point is, zombies break rules. And I'm very proud of Capcom for stepping up and breaking rules for zombies with Resident Evil 4 by giving the zombies weapons, giving them language, coordination, so that if these zombies one day did take over the world, they would be able to plant corn, harvest it, and eat it. They would also be able to raise animals so that after the brains were gone, they could eat bacon.
But zombies can't do that.
To putting zombies in a box, I say no. Or rather, no.
But Capcom even said they're not zombies. I mean, they're just not zombies.
Well, Capcom can call them whatever they want. There's zombies in my book. So you say
no.
I say C. Up next, let's take a look at a bad case of an infection called head crabs. Formerly scientists, the zombies in Half-Life and Half-Life 2 got tiny parasites on their heads that ate their brains and turned them into shambling members of the Undead Legion. Alex Navarro, are they zombies or not?
Most definitely not. In fact, if anything, the parasites are more zombies than the head crabs themselves, simply because they eat brains. Head crabs simply do not display the correct behavior. They are, again, controlled by aliens. They are not...
Right.
They may shamble more than the Ganados, and they may, you know, behave in more of a zombie-like movement and fashion. But in terms of being actual, honest-to-God zombies, I'm afraid not.
I'm going to agree with you here. Even though head crab zombies do have several important zombie characteristics. They're prone to headshots. They shamble. They have no minds of their own. And by the logic that I use to justify zombieism for Ganados, you would think that I would call these real-deal zombies. However, head crab zombies bring almost nothing to the zombie table. They can't use tools, they can't speak Spanish, and they can't bite. Biting is a huge deal in the zombie world. That's how they get most of their work done. If you can't bite somebody as a zombie, how are you supposed to spread the zombie infection?
Indeed, it is how they breed.
In a way, head crab zombies are zombies without teeth, figuratively speaking and literally speaking. Anyway, I agree with you. Head crab zombies are not zombies.
Well, fantastic.
Moving on, we have what might be one of the oldest zombies alive, or not a zombie at all. They call him the Caveman, but will we call him Zombie? His name is Chris Kaman, and he's a basketball player for the LA Clippers. And he's playable in all of this year's new basketball titles, including NBA 08, NBA 2K8, and NBA Live 08. Alex Navarro, Chris Kaman, zombie or not?
Really? You're actually asking me this? I mean, I was told I was going to be on the show as like a serious thing, like I was actually going to talk about things that could or actually not be
You are
zombies.
an expert, and there is a question here. I mean, what do you think?
No,
your honest opinion.
No.
No?
No, he's a basketball player. I mean, yeah, no, he looks like he could be a body double for Gollum, but he's not actually a zombie. He's a human being who plays basketball.
You don't think that zombies could play basketball?
No, I don't, because if I don't think they can use weapons or speak, I don't think they can
play basketball?
Yes, I have. I have seen Chris Kaman. Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's a great basketball player, but I'm certain he could beat a zombie in a basketball game because a zombie does not know how to play basketball.
He shambles.
I mean, this is how we're ending?
What about his hair? It's kind of graveyardy.
Yeah, he has thin hair. He has bad hair. I realize that. Yes, he's ugly. He's hideous. He's an absolutely atrocious-looking human being. I get that. But, no, not a zombie.
I think he's pretty good-looking for a zombie.
He's not a zombie!
You know, I think I agree with you on that. I'm pretty sure that Chris Kaman is not, in fact, a zombie. I'm almost entirely certain that I agree with you.
Well, that's fantastic.
95%.
Well, it should be 100 because he's not.
Isn't a zombie, but Chris Kaman, probably not a zombie. Anyway, Alex Navarro.
Not a zombie.
Probably not a zombie. I think. You're the expert. That's right. That's Alex Navarro, GameSpot editor. I'm Joe Dodson, features editor for GameSpot. Thank you for joining us on Zombie or Not. Tune in next time.